Good morning, students. Yesterday I taught you about words and about the different kinds of words on the basis of modern grammar compared to the traditional grammar. Now I will tell you about phrase, clause, and sentence. Group of words. A group of words make a phrase, clause, and a sentence. And when we will learn about the sentence, you can make a complete sense. Whatever you want to write, whatever you want to say, speak. A sentence is the last step to express your views, to write your views, ideas. So, after words, first of all, you will learn about phrase. What is a phrase? A group of words which has a meaning, but not a complete meaning is called a phrase. Here, you see, which has a meaning, but not a complete meaning. This means a phrase has a meaning, has a sense, but not a complete sense. That is called phrase. Example, he is sitting on the bench. On the bench, it has a sense, but not a complete sense. He is sitting on the bench, it is a complete sense. It has a complete meaning. You were not in the class. In the class, it has a meaning, but not a complete meaning. You were not in the class. It has a complete sense. It has a complete meaning. So, phrase is a group of words which has a meaning, which has a sense, but not a complete sense, is called a phrase. You learn in grammar, phrasal verbs. Those are also examples of phrase. A group of words means more than one word. Not a single word. Not a single word make a phrase. It must be more than one. The next thing is a clause. A clause is a group of words which has a subject and a predicate. And you can also say that which has a verb. It is called a clause. It is a part of a sentence. A clause is a group of words which has a subject and predicate. In the definition of phrase, I have not written about the predicate as subject. It is only a group of words. But in a clause, it has a subject and a predicate. Means it has a sense, it has a meaning. This is called a clause and it is a part of a sentence. Clause is a part of a big sentence. Clause is a part of a sentence. It has a subject and a predicate. He did not go to school yesterday because he was ill. It is giving a complete sense. But it is clause here. Why? Because it is a part of a sentence. If I will write only he was ill, it is a sentence. It has a complete meaning. But here it is in a sentence. It is a part of a sentence. Therefore, it is a clause. He said that you will help me. You would help me. It is also a clause. Why? Because it is a part of a sentence. It has a subject and it is predicate, or you can take it as a verb. Was, you, verb, subject, predicate. So, clause is a part of a sentence and it has a subject and predicate. But in phrase, it is only group of words. It doesn't carry verb. The last sentence. Now I will teach you about the sentence and different kinds of sentences. Sentence. A sentence is a group of words which has a complete sense or meaning. Okay? Example, I am reading a novel. Now, kinds of sentences. First, assertive. Imperative sentence or interrogative or question sentence. And the last exclamatory sentence. A sentence is a group of words which has a complete sense or meaning. Complete sense and meaning. That is called a sentence. And now kinds of sentences. There are 4 kinds of sentences. I will run over about the 4 kinds of sentences. The first one is assertive sentence. It is also called a statement sentence, affirmative sentence. In some books, you will find it a statement. And assertive sentence. A sentence which has an assertion or a statement. Simple statement. You are a girl, I am a student, this is my house. That was your book. And assertion or statement. An assertive sentence has an assertion or a statement. And it ends with a full stop. In the end of the assertive sentence, there is a full stop. Full stop. He was naughty in his childhood. Full stop. He was naughty in his childhood. It ends with a full stop. Assertive sentence. Imperative sentence. A sentence which makes an order, a group of words which tell us about an order, a command, advice, suggestion, a request. That is called imperative sentence. A sentence which has an order, a command, request, suggestion. That is called imperative sentence. It also ends a full stop. Go there, come here, sit down, please give me your pen. Request, advice, don't move in the sun. These are imperative sentences. Don't move in the sun. Sit down, stand up, and ends with full stop. These types of sentences are called imperative sentences. Now the third kind, interrogative or question sentence. As the name suggests, a sentence which asks a question, that is called interrogative sentence, question sentence. It ends with a full stop. Full stop. Full stop? No. Assertive and it ends with full stop. A question sentence. In the way I told you that as the name suggests, it is question mark. Question mark. sentence which asks a question is called an interrogative sentence. And the last is exclamatory sentence. A sentence which has a certain feeling, a sentence which shows or expresses a certain feeling, emotion, and ends with an exclamation mark. Exclamation mark is called an exclamatory sentence. A sentence which expresses our feelings, emotions, something which happens suddenly. That is exclamatory sentence. An example of an exclamatory sentence: Ra, we have won. Now, an example of interrogatives: what are you doing? So, you have understood four kinds of sentences. The first, an assertive sentence which ends with a full stop. Second, imperative sentence. It also ends with a full stop, but it has an order, command, request, etc. The third one is interrogative sentence which asks a question. It ends with a question mark. And the last, exclamatory sentence which shows some sudden feeling or emotion and ends with an exclamation marks. Now, one thing I want to tell you: you have positive and negative sentence. Positive and negative or affirmative or negative. Assertive sentence, imperative sentence, interrogative sentence. These three sentences can be changed into negative, but the exclamatory sentences can't be changed into negative sentence. He was not in his childhood. It is a positive sentence. You are not not in his childhood. It is negative. Don't move in the sun. Move in the sun. Yeah, it is negative. But it what you can write, it's positive form also. Move in the sun. Interrogative. What are you doing? What are you not doing? Only exclamatory sentences have not its negative form. So, you have understood. Now, next day we will meet again. Thank you.